What's up, everybody? We are back with more Up Late with Luke and Dan, and this is episode 4. This might have a lot of episodes because this seems like quite a long game, but it's really fun. Anyway, we're playing
like two tenths through the game or something.
fucking Alter Ego. So yeah, we're back with more. I don't want to edit this because I actually really like showing it.
You can't really edit it either.
Yeah, no, that too. It would just be like, hey, now we're 8, and Melissa fucking Harper, we're not dating her like
Harper?
everyone. Was it last name
2.5
Harper?
in reference?
I don't. This was made in '88. Anyway, we're back with more of that. Luke's here. I'm here. We're how old are we now? Let's do a quick check. We are 9 years and 6 months, and unfortunately, we're still unattached. When we shouldn't be, because our friend is a dick. So
Look, that wouldn't have come up. It's in the next section that you can kind of. So we're gonna go
all
this
I
heart
wanted
or
was
this?
a fucking relationship when I was in primary school, man. Let's go the intellectual. Yeah, who founded the American Who gives a fuck? To Google. Okay, we're back from Google. It's Samuel Gompers. We kind of cheated, but we're not American, so how will we know? Who was the first vice president of the United States? I probably will know
Leave
when
Google
the name comes up. Yeah, no, Google's still open. What are our options, Chief?
I don't think it's George.
Don't think
Flynn.
it was Clinton.
So John. I'm guessing
pretty
John
sure it's
Adams.
John Adams, but hang on. Do you want me to check?
Yes.
Okay, Luke skipped ahead, but it was John Adams. Who was the first ruler to consolidate the Slavio tribes?
The Slavic tribe. It totally wasn't Stalin.
It's the Slavio tribes. Fuck, that was stupid. The Slavic tribes. Probably not Stalin.
It's not Lenin.
I think it was A.
You know what? Fuck it. We're just going. We're not correct.
It's always B. Which one of the scientists is credited with the discovery of oxygen?
Priestley. Yes.
Oh,
Who wrote The Great Gatsby? Here you go.
that's the person that did the. I'm pretty sure it was Fitzgerald, but I don't want to be wrong now because it's. Yes, okay. I haven't actually read it.
I don't think that has any.
People
effect
say it's good. I don't really care. I read In Cold Blood for lit, and that was like enough with the.
Yes, we finally got one of these.
This episode contains subject matter of us. Yes. You are in the house alone while you are exploring the drawers. You notice a stack of Playboy magazines underneath them. Damn it. Wanted a real girl. Sure. Interested. Examine.
There's no other option.
The middle page folds out to show a woman with dark hair and very large breasts sitting on the edge of her bed and combing her hair. Her legs are apart. What is your reaction to this? Yeah. Arouse is finally an emotion. Imagine if you ever walked into your room and she was sitting like that on your bed. You can fap. My angel is the centerfold. Take the centerfold. The centerfold girl becomes your favorite fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. You may find it hard to believe, but women like this only exist in Fantasyland. You almost never meet them at the bus stop or in the supermarket. Now you tell me?
Where are we going
This
from
game is so eye-opening. Social shit. I like the socials. So to the right. Marcus Cripple. Please tell me he's a cripple. Marcus Cripple and the Tubeheads are the most popular rock group. Oh, I thought it was like a friend with kids your age. So they're the 1D of 88 and kids. Anyone who likes them is in. If you don't like them or their new hit song "I Love You," Blowtorch Eyes, you are a definite geek. My first band was called Fire Sex. That's so much better than that band. Concerned with peer acceptance. Okay. Spend your whole allowance on their new.
Pretty sure the first time I ever had money, I went and bought an album.
Yeah, good point. And that's what they want to hear on Rock Wiz. You lay it gently on the table and listen to the hard driving sounds of lead singer Marcus Cripple. I love you, blowtorch eyes, when I love you, blowtorch eyes, when I kiss you, my heart fries. This is terrible, so I'm not going to try and sing it.
With your looks, you paralyze.
You paralyze. Put my love on your boner. I'm your biggest yawner. Blowtorch eyes. That is so beautiful. We have some fun on this series. Mr. Quincy is the toughest teacher in your school.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Quincy's really?
What? Why?
Never mind. Bleach reference.
You had a what reference?
Bleach reference. Anime.
Okay. Teacher in your is toughest son of a bitch in your school. One day you forget to put your homework in with the rest of the items you need for school. Quincy asks where your homework is. I assume he's like some sort of southern cowboy type of teacher. Tell him you forgot it, he says. Come on now. You can be more creative than that. Why don't you tell me something? Oh, I'm still doing this one. Why don't you tell me something more believable, kid? Like, Mr. Quincy, I did my homework, but my dog threw up on it. Everyone in class laughs hard at the... Oh, wait. Everyone in class laughs hard at your expense. Mr. Quincy gives you a punishment assignment to do in addition to the work you have not handed in. He says, What have you got to say for yourself now, mister? Not effective. Fuck him. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
I like the safe "fuck you, Mr. Q" under your breath, because that is what I would do, but I wouldn't say it under my breath.
Mr. Q? Yeah.
It's what I have
Mum is
done.
useless, so that's just completely off. Fine. Be a douche. Mr. Quincy doesn't hear you, but that nerdy jaw, that Joey Robinson, he says, Ooh, Mr. Quincy, he just said a bad word.
What is with people and fucking mating with sheep in this game?
a bad word. Don't eat me. Quincy uses this as an opportunity to suspect. What? Dude, you don't even have proof. You lose out on school time and your intellectual. Fucking no. How about my douchebag sphere?
I'm a genius and I have missed so much fucking school. Our intellectual's still at 81%.
Okay. Let's go to the heart. The family dog has been acting a little. Since when do we have a dog? And no one can figure out why he's acting peculiar. Some of your fellow family members suggest that maybe he should be given away, or worse, put to sleep. Dad delivers an ultimatum. The dog must shape up or ship out. You are the only one in the house who can take the responsibility for getting him back into shape. I assume this is going to be like a Rocky dog, sort of. You spacing it?
Sorry, wait a second.
I don't want to like push space and then end up skipping too far. Don't feel like. Let's do it. Let's have a friend, and one day he'll. You spend every available minute keeping an eye on the dog, rewarding him for good behavior and keeping him out of trouble. One day when you return home from school, you smell what can only be the dog's byproducts. Number 2 to be specific. And the smell is emanating from your parents' bedroom. God, parents are at it again. It's getting weirder. Oh my god. You enter the bedroom to find the dog sleeping peacefully in the corner and a sculpture sitting squarely atop Dad's favorite pillow. Fortunately, no one is home. It's Dad's pillow. Try to wash it. You scrape the sculpture off the pillow and throw it away outside the house. The pillow and pillowcase is left with a large brown and smelly ring. After 3 machine washings, your mother keeps yelling, "What are you doing down there?"
Wouldn't she like to know?
The smell comes out of the pillowcase, but the pillow still has the stain. Okay. Not only that, the pillow now weighs 30 pounds because it is waterlogged, but it will never dry by the time Dad gets home. What will you do? Ask for Mum's. No, fuck Mum. Tell Dad what happened. Your father becomes furious. He screams, "I knew it. That mangy animal that has made me miserable for the absolute last time." The following week, the dog is given to your Uncle Fred. Oh. Well,
Dad, you were cool.
I know, he was. And he's become old and bitter. Physical. A very aggressive boy starts an argument with you and challenges you to a fight after school. Everyone whispers about the big fight. It looks like there will be a large crowd watching. I had a few of these myself. Tough. We could just be the cool kid though, like unaffected and kind of emo.
I gotta say, I never did turn up to
let's
one.
beat the shit out of this kid. I missed a couple. The boy shoves you hard in the shoulder, knocking you off balance. He punches you in the face and neck. He is more used to this kind of thing than you are. Suddenly you see that he has left himself open in the face and stomach areas. Should we
Go for the
I reckon
face.
the stomach. Nah. Because the stomach, once he's over with the stomach thing, you can do whatever the fuck you want to someone. This is a tactical game, this. Your punch lands with a thump. It doesn't seem to have any effect on him at all. He laughs at you, then proceeds to beat you up. Your left.
Should have gone the face.
Well, that's not. How? Who the fuck just stands up to a punch to the stomach?
To be fair, anyone, a lot of people. Oh, we lost a lot of physical.
The latest craze is wearing a dog collar around your. Oh god. The dog collar around your neck with a t-shirt proclaiming your dog name. You have just spent $5 on a shirt that says Fifi Rex, the mad mongrel, and have borrowed one of your dog's collars. On the way out of the house, your mother says, "Do you think you are going out to school with that ridiculous get-up on?" I had to wear uniform. Can we be attentive and choose option B on the second part? Probably not, can we?
No.
Yeah. Alright. Fuck you, Mum. I'm at the height of fashion. Your mother is furious because you ignored her. She tells you that if you want to act like a dog, you'll be treated like one. You're forced to eat your meals from a special dog. What a fucking horrible mother. With your dog name written on it for the next 3 days. Although if I was a parent, I would do the same thing. Just to fuck with my kids. It's so that
Let's go
I
straight
would
up.
laugh.
We can go back. Ah, sexual content.
Yes. You're on the beach one day when an older but very beautiful lady. Well, I think
I remember this one.
that your back is red and reeling and peeling. She asks if you want her to rub some cream on your back. Yeah, thankful and okay. Some people are brought up never to impose on others, even when they offer help. Fortunately, you've learned that accepting help is okay and even necessary for survival. The lady's hands are soft and gentle. You kind of wish she wouldn't stop. How much older? All of a sudden, you feel a very unusual sensation in your bathing suit. An unexpected erection. The worst kind of erection. How embarrassing. Oh, there's probably some worse ones. Like the tight jean erection. Oh, man.
That is painful.
That is not fun.
Funny because I don't wear anything.
Or
but
literally
jeans.
like the erection where you like have to sit and you basically like bash it into your nutsack. Have you ever had one of those?
This is getting a little personal here. Do we ignore it or jump in the water?
I think we should ignore it. It's a bit. You ignore it, but it doesn't go away. That's okay though. At your age, something like that isn't bound to attract that much attention. Is she saying we have a small penis?
I don't know. The narrator's a dick.
At the very least, you have saved yourself a bad sunburn. Go play. With myself?
We'll have to try and get
I
to
like
the
the
black one.
social. Oh, okay. There is an elderly woman. Oh, this better not be a sexual one. Didn't have a warning.
It would have said it
Who
straight.
lives in a house up the street. Everyone calls her the witch. Some people say she's really paranoid, calling the cops on kids all the time and screaming out the windows even when there is nobody there. At night she keeps her light on at all times and sits looking out the window. That is kind of creepy. For the past few days the light has been off. Some of the kids think she's just dead in there or something. Okay. Very, very good storytelling or something. They jump in front of her house and sing Ding Dong, the witch is dead, and laugh. Oh, that's not right. And laugh. Well, she could have been a kindly old lady. I think we'll be sad. Try to see if something is wrong. One afternoon after school, you look from the outside gate and see if there is anything going on inside the house. There is nothing. You can ring the doorbell or Yeah, knock on the door. You hear a voice call out from the back and go away and leave me alone. From the back of the house, go away and leave me alone. Well, she's not dead. Well, yeah, ask her if she's okay. You hear nothing for about 30 seconds. Finally, the door opens. The woman looks pale and dazed, and she seems smaller than you imagined and very delicate. In the corner of her almost bare living room, there's a television set, and beside it is a box of old rubber balls and toys that were left or had accidentally fallen on her lawn.
She's a thief!
She asks you why you have come. You mention that you noticed that the light has gone out, and you thought she might be needing some help. She explains that she has no way to replace it. She is too old to climb up and do it. You can... I think we should help out. Can we
No,
die
we'll just
here?
leave. Well, mate, we've come this far.
Yeah, we should help the kind. She thanks you, her face softens while you are fixing the light. She tells you a very sad story. A long time ago, she had a son very much like you, so polite and so kind. She says he was a beautiful boy and repeats it over and over, as beautiful as a picture. She and her husband live with her son not too far from the train yard. She used to tell her son, James Robert, stay away from the tracks. See, this is a good mum. Ours is shit. You'll get hurt. One day, her son and her husband went out to play catch with an old football. The ball got away from James and rolled across the tracks. Surely you'd look. While he was chasing, his foot got wedged between two rails. His father and he struggled to release it, but before they could, they were both struck by a freight train and killed.
Wait a second. Do people's feet actually get caught in those things? It just seems like a story.
Yeah.
I've walked across.
Maybe she
100
murdered
times.
them.
Ooh.
This is getting dark, man. When you finish fixing the light, the lady gives you some milk and freshly baked cookies.
And the dark. It can't be
always
dark.
seems
We
as
just
though
fixed
she
the
doesn't
light.
want you to go. Before you leave, you thank her for the cookies and ask her if she would like someone around to do odd jobs. Are we gonna be that kid?
We're gonna be that kid.
Okay. Let's be that kid. Fixing the wrongs of my childhood through a game. Her face brightens. You must be paid, she says. I can't afford much, and you'll have to do a fine job, but you can have all the cookies and brownies that you can eat. I promise you that. You have never done a much kinder thing than you can probably imagine at your age. Is that even right? Is that the right grammar, or did I just read that wrong?
I
You've
don't
given
know.
this woman a reason to live. Oh, yeah, that was pretty nice of it.
Let's see what the job is.
Every one of your friends has a new turbo power mud jobber, dirt bike, a kind of bicycle.
It says dirt bike. And it was
Thanks
like kind of
for the
bicycle.
clarification. Oh, they probably want to distinguish between like dirt bike. Those things hurt. I will tell you guys the story of how I lost my pants on a dirt bike later on.
So I just adjusted my mic.
Should I tell the story? Have you heard the story of how I lost my pants on a dirt bike?
I've heard that you lost your pants on a bike. I don't think I've heard the story.
Okay, so I was up at the block with Caleb, who's just like an old mate from high school, for people that don't know. And he
Like, no
rides bikes and shit. So
And you don't.
So yeah, and I
That
don't.
needs to be clarified.
So they invited me up. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go, even though I'm kind of shit at that sort of thing. So yeah, I gave it a go and decided after puttering around in first for a while, I was still pretty fast. Because the way that they had the thing set up, you didn't really have to go out a second anyway, we were just riding around. But anyway, I decided to kick it into second, be a bit adventurous, and I had my favorite pair of black cargo pants on too. That's the worst part of this. My favorite pants.
You Indiana Jones ones.
I got a little bit out of control. So naturally, because bikes literally are for people with a death wish, and the front brake, which if you've ever cycled, is the natural reaction when you get into trouble, is the right hand front brake. Or is that the right hand back brake, sorry, but on the handlebars for a bicycle. That kills you on a bike because that's the front brake, and the back brake is obviously a foot brake for anyone that knows motorbikes. So I hit that, came flying off the fucking thing, and basically skidded along some gravel on my stomach. My cargo pants protected me, but they were lost in the process, unfortunately. So I didn't get hurt in that crash. Did get hurt later on in another one, which was pretty much the same thing. But anyway, so I skidded along the gravel and went to get up. I was like, oh yeah, patted myself down. No wounds or missing limbs or anything.
Yeah, because you just get up. Oh, I'm missing a limb.
So I patted myself down, and so my other mate rocks up, who was also up there with us. He's just rocked up on his bike, going, "Oh, hey man, are you okay?" And rah rah. No, sorry, I went to stand up first. That's right. I went to stand up first, and my pants didn't come with me because the zipper had been completely torn off, as well as the one button that they had on the front. For people that know how pants work.
I'm unaware of how this goes. Please explain further.
So yeah, the zipper had been ripped completely off my pants. I stood up, my pants didn't come with me. So what my mate rocked up to was me standing next to the bike, pantsless, just literally my pants are on my ankles, in my boxer shorts, standing over the bike, and this is not what it looks like, was basically my reaction, and he just kind of looked at me and shook his head and then rode off. And then I had to get another pair of cargo pants, which got ripped to shit as well in another crash. So that's the story of how I didn't have any cargo pants anymore.
My first experience on a dirt bike was, I think I was 6 years old, and I was on my cousin's PV50. Kind of took off. My uncle was with me. I kind of panicked and went a bit faster. and when you're little, your panic situation is you grip on tighter.
Yeah.
So yeah. I ended up running into an electric fence.
Ooh. Did you just go over the fence?
No, I kind of stopped. The bike went through it. Bike went under it, actually.
So you got electrocuted?
No, I got a little scar on my thumb.
Oh.
Which was gone within like a day.
Nothing. Lucky you. I lost my favorite pair of pants. There was emotional damage in that. I was actually really upset. I was like, "Mum, can you fix my pants?" She's like, "I don't know. I'm gonna take them to the tailor," which for pants is like having to go to the hospital. So.
Okay. Back to this.
They were my adventure pants. I took.
They're the ones that you fell over at Kel's soccer.
Yep.
I just remember that. You saved the hot dog.
Photography camp. They were there for like everything. I didn't even change my pants for that whole camp.
It's kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-day camp.
A weekend. Unconcerned about what friends think. What was the question again?
The bike. We don't have one.
Oh, motivated to get a bike no matter what. I would have been motivated. There's like Digimon Tamagotchis, Luke. You didn't have one of them, did you?
Nope.
Forget about that group of friends. I had Beyblades as well as King of Beyblades. Steal a dirt bike. Why would steal one? That's pretty bad. Try to find a way to earn the bike. Let's earn the bike. Or try to. How would you like to try to make the money? Prostitution. Paper route, doing odd jobs. We're already working for an old lady. Well,
we're getting paid in milk and cookies.
A paper route seems kind of counterproductive when we don't have the bike we want.
No, we have a different bike. We have a sissy bike, apparently.
I think doing odd jobs is the way to go here. Unfortunately, doing odd jobs is not the kind of steady work that would pay enough money for you to save and make a purchase of this size. Your independence is remarkable and will positively influence your emotional characteristics. But for now, you don't reach your goal. Defeat is hard. Like with fucking Margaret Thatcher or whatever. And what was the girl's name? Melissa Harper or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, sexual content.
Sexual content. Robbie Starker. Oh wow. Robbie Starker always gets his father's girly magazines out. Hey, wait, are you laughing at like some Rob Stark thing or because Starker and
Both,
naked?
to be fair.
Yeah. Okay, that was the first one I made. Always gets his father's girly magazines out whenever friends.
Can you
come
just
over to
imagine him
visit.
doing that?
Today he is entertaining you and some other friends when he suggests you try something new. Oh god.
Oh, this is just.
He explains that if you rub yourself down there while looking at the pictures, something really great happens. Everyone seems to think it's a good idea. Okay, are we 9 yet?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, we're definitely.
Are we feeling aroused? There's an old thing between me and Luke from like, what was it, year 8 improv or something? Where aroused basically became an emotion because it was improv acting and the teachers like select an emotion and we selected aroused and she didn't like that.
Don't
So I'm
remember that.
guessing for that reference we
Sure it wasn't you and
Wait,
Christian?
No, it was you. It was definitely
don't-
you. She hated that. That teacher hated me. Although that came good in the end and actually pulled through with decent comedy skills. More stories from that class will come in this show.
When I kill
so
enough
are we
brain
doing,
cells
Are
to.
we going to do aroused or
Sure.
leave the house, do what everyone else does? Are we going to So wait.
Well,
We're
I
gonna
think there's a
have
group
bat.
session going
We're
on.
going to have a bat with a group of blokes. I mean,
To be
look,
fair, everyone
alright,
else is doing it.
I'd like to point out, let's get into some fucking childhood shit here.
Childhood
Yes,
trauma.
the first time that most boys look at porn is like with a mate. Although mine was,
not
I
for me.
wasn't really looking, I didn't want to, and he's like, dude, I'm looking at porn on your computer. I'm like, why? But anyway, so like that's normal. I don't know if having a bat sesh is normal though.
I don't know what
Certainly
anybody
my
considers normal because none of this
experience
stuff's happened to me.
You had a really I thought I had a shitty childhood, like didn't have proper childhood memories, and yours is just really making mine look good.
Because I didn't have a session.
I didn't have a bat sesh. It's just like the first time that guys look at porn is like with a mate generally, and it's perfectly acceptable if you're a young boy. You know, whatever.
No,
So are we
it's not.
gonna commit to this or not? What are we doing?
Sure, we
Not-
may
not
as
a
well.
bat-
It's what everyone else is
we
doing.
The times they are changing.
It's either that or we're leaving
So-
the house.
I don't know, man. I'm conflicted.
We can be anxious and afraid and do
Can we
it.
die here?
I don't think
Can
we can
we?
die here.
Anxious and afraid, but we'll do it anyway. You fail to get an erection.
No, we can do it.
You try to do what everyone else is doing, but not. See? I told you this would happen. Someone asks if your penis is getting hard. Oh my god, this is fucking horrible. Get
Say
out.
yes or no.
Abort. No,
Say-
no, because then they'll be like, oh, you have a small cock. That makes sense. If you are anxious, you may experiment like this on your own a bit and feel less anxious. People often place a great deal of importance on having a hard penis.
I'm crying right now.
It's interesting that even children your age get this idea in their heads before they even find out what a hard penis is for.
Oh. Left or right? I'm
What
fucking
the
going
fuck
left.
do young girls do? At
I
this
wanna
time?
get that-
I really want to know now because like this is kind of along the lines of what happened in my life, but then
That's kind of creepy and weird.
exaggerated it quite a bit, obviously. I'm just like, what's the normal 9-year-old girl thing at a sleepover? I mean, like they can't unless their mum is into like yaoi or something. You can't really pull out like a magazine and look at guys going at each other. Mary Jane Jones is one of those friends who really knows how to be one of the guys. She's been a good friend of yours since 3rd grade. You would like to ask her to the school dance, except for one problem. She's 6 inches taller than you. I'm into short girls, like history says. It's not like a conscious thing. But, selfish... No, I reckon confidence and ask her to the dance. Of course, you have a fantastic time. You make fun of everyone who's stupid enough to comment on the difference in your size. 5 years after the dance, Mary Jane becomes a $3 million a year model. Are we still with her?
I don't think so.
5 years. Hang on, what age are we?
17.
17.
That's
Yeah,
understandable.
no, that's fair enough.
Huh, our gentleness has gone up. Our calmness has dropped though.
Hmm.
We have some pretty good spheres.
Yeah. Got some good
Yes.
ideas. At a party
I
at the
remember this
house
one.
of one of your friends, Linda Martels, aka the most incredible fox in the 8th grade. Oh, wow. We're in the 8th grade and what, 12 is that? No, it should be 6th grade. Alright, whatever.
Who cares?
Oh, maybe she's
It is a
older.
different. It is like 20 to 30
Asks
years
you to be a
ago.
partner in a game that some of the kids are playing. The game is called 7 Minutes in Heaven. It is played like this. All of the couples find a place to be comfortable in a very large room. Someone is in charge of working the lights. When the lights go out, the couples make out and stuff. And stuff for 7 minutes. When the lights get turned back on, the couples can either stay with each other or switch partners. I thought it was like you have to go into a closet or something. I never did. I didn't have this experience. Arouse and accept. Why the fuck not? Why would you not? The two of you get comfortable and the lights go off. Linda pulls you close and presses her lips against yours. You can
Become aggressive.
yeah, probably.
How old
not.
were we again?
12. Don't. Kiss her more. As you kiss her, you feel her moving close to you, pressing her chest up against yours. Give her a French kiss. How does a 12-year-old go from not knowing what a cock is used for to... Ooh, nibble on her ear. Excuse me.
I've done this like 3 times and I've managed to fuck this up every time.
Wait, so what have you chosen? I want to get this right. Have you nibbled on her ear?
Twice maybe. No.
I want to try to touch her on the outside of her blouse. Nibble on her ear. No, nibble on her ear. That stuff only works on TV. I beg to differ. And in cheap novels. You treat her ear as if it were a piece of dried fruit. Yuck, you disgusting animal, Linda cries out. Your 7 minutes are brought to an abrupt... Fuck that. Can we save her?
No.
Oh.
I don't even know how to save on this.
I beg to differ. That is bullshit. A neighbor approaches you and asks if you would like to do some extra money. If you'd like to make some extra money doing I'm so tired. You evaluate the job. It is back-breaking work for a $5 per week payoff. Fuck that. We're like 13 now. We can work in a mine. Disinterested. Work is not for you right now. That's okay, but you've just passed up an opportunity to collect some resources.
You must
Chomp
construct
work.
additional pylons.
It is springtime and love is in the air. You have been thinking about Susie. How many girls have we gone between? I mean, yeah, I had a few in primary school, like crushes and crap, and then a couple in
I
high
think these
school.
last few have been in the past like month alone.
Exactly. I've had a couple in, like, not that many, to be honest, like proper ones. And this guy's just like jumping on every, next girl, yep, kinda in love with her. You finally
Actually sounds like my
courage
life.
to write her. What was that?
Never mind, go on.
Susie is every boy's dream. Every fucking girl we're interested in is every boy's dream. And I remember fucking Shanae in primary school. Not fucking her, is it? Like, that was just
Who?
an expletive before her name. Shanae, her name was?
No one I'd know, I assume.
No, of course not. She's only 10, but she has the body of an 11-year-old.
You sound like a pervert seeing as you're like...
You have the letter in your hand. Do we care about age? We've always been confident around women. No, it's in the game, Luke.
Walk right up and give it to her.
I may have come across slightly too gay today with a woman because I'm not that confident with women. So I may have made a few too many gay/bi-curious jokes that may have actually given that idea. I'm kind of worried. Anyway, on another note, I'll let you guys know how that goes next week. Let's go continue.
There has to be a podcast on Dan's life.
It's not a very interesting life. I'm good at telling stories and I exaggerate a lot of shit. Although I haven't been tonight because I've been very remembery. I like your style. According to your status sheet, your social skills are strong. Susie is flattered but regrets to inform you that you are simply not her type. How do you feel about this? Puncher.
I think this is a situation where you can die.
What?
I haven't... No.
Bullshit.
Well, no, there are ways out of it, but we're going, I'm crushed for the moment, because that's how I'd react.
It seems that your social skills are just a cover up for the lack of confidence. Well, that's how I would react. You are the type who does things for other people and not yourself.
Examine this in yourself and see if it makes sense to you. Okay, that's not the one I was thinking. There's one that's similar like that, like after rejection you could like go on heavy drugs.
You can climb the big rock in the yard with a group of friends, she says. So we're going from like touching
We're actually
girls
going down
here.
years.
Yeah, I know, but basically the same time. We're touching girls up, and then we want to climb a rock. Well, to be fair, I still climb rocks.
Look,
more than I
again,
touch girls off, I can tell you that. Crafty? Define.
No, we're going obedient.
Okay.
This is a situation where you can
ask
die.
Dad, no, ask. Sometimes it's very difficult to obey the wishes of those. Okay. Wait, one of your friends fell off the rock and was killed?
Yeah, it can be you.
Wow.
Silence
This game
reference.
is fucking dark.
Yes!
You just passed through the childhood phase. Oh, yeah. Now we can actually get into... How many relationships have we actually tried?
A lot. No, they're all kind of ones that are just situation based.
So can you actually commit to like different relationships in that you meet different people and if
It's
goes
through a different
right-
option tab, and it opens up later.
Ah, okay. Dad is still the greatest hero of all time, and Mum is pretty terrific too. Yeah, Dad is the greatest hero of all time.
No, he was an asshole at one stage.
With the dog, but it wasn't like he didn't put the dog down. Physically, you were not very healthy. Be careful to. Why are we?
We got into the fight that we lost. That dropped our physicality.
Oh, okay. Ooh, geez, we're past the half-hour mark. Well, this is probably a good place to cut after this. So once we get to the next stage, socially, this can be an awkward phase of life, especially when you hit the ripe old age of 9 or 10. Should you like girls? I'm not gonna get into that. Should you not like girls? Decisions. All in all, you're extremely lovable. You're well-mannered and respectful of adults. I may be mistaken, but I see a little bit of Casanova in training.
Fuck yeah.
That is basically what we're going for, I think, so that's pretty good.
If only I had made these decisions in my life.
I know, right? I mean, I had a few of these, you had next to none, but, like, I still fucked them up epically. Alright, yeah, let's go.
Let's go with that.
Let's go forward. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, you are a remarkably trustworthy young man. Your sense of ethics and fair play are quite remarkable for a child your age. You have a gentle, easygoing way about you most of the time. You have not had very many schoolyard brawls.
Look, the only chance we've had to
more?
get into it. No, the only chance we've had to get into a brawl, we've taken.
And you seem to be able to control your temper, even when the girls giggle as you. Why? Aren't we, like, attractive?
What? We're socially acceptable. Is it more than I can say from either of us?
Probably just because they know how fucking massive our collective penis is. Obviously. I'm not self-conscious, shut up.
Please
You're about
edit
to
that
enter
out.
adolescence. It is a somewhat hectic time of life. Say that about the last one, and stop using the word hectic because it's starting to offend me. Full of surprises, there will be very many high highs. There will be many very high highs and many low lows. With each year you will gain responsibilities. You may also notice that people will begin to start forgiving you less for things previously described as mere childhood habits. You will be expected to leave your burping and other questionable talents in the social circles where they are unanimously approved of.
I like how
Peer
that doesn't
group.
bother me to this day.
You burped in the video before.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't realize. There you go.
Alright, so are we next? And I think we're gonna. I think that's the last script. Oh, yes, then there's the matter of girl, of course. If you haven't noticed them much in this phase, watch
shit.
out. Okay.
Because they're noticing you.
Welcome to adolescence. He was a bold man that first eat an oyster. Nice grammar, Swifty.
You're gonna cut it here or here?
Yeah, I'll cut it here. Yeah, we're now in adolescence, so we're gonna make another episode cut here. And, you know, generic sellout crap, leave likes, subscribe, and we will be back soon. This is at 40 minutes, Christ, alright, better cut it here. So yeah, we'll be right back, although for you guys, we'll probably be back in a few days, so
Because he's horrible with his uploading.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and catch you soon. And Luke's mic is fucking up again.
Is it?
Yes. So cut it here.
Alright, let's take a break anyway.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna take 5 and then a few days in YouTube time. So hang on, wait. 51, 52, 3, 4.